Hey guys, welcome to another pick a card. This is going to be a pick a card for what is next in love. So we have three piles here. We have pile number 1. You have the third eye chakra crystal here. We have chakra cards here as well. Group number 2, you have the heart chakra crystal. And then group number 3, you have the root chakra crystal, or the base chakra. So go ahead and choose which pile you feel intuitively drawn to. Again, this is for what is next in love. Timestamps will be down below, and you can pause the video if you need to in order to choose which pile you feel the most drawn to. And yeah, I will see you guys in your reading. Hi, group number 1, welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose the third eye chakra here. Third eye chakra crystal, it's blue. So if you chose this pile, this is going to be your reading for what is next in love. I pre-pulled Oracle as well. I just only had the one card up here. So we are going to see what is going on for you guys in love. After we pull the Oracle, we're going to get some tarot, and then we'll get some affirmation cards at the end. So we have inner child here, which is the heart chakra, actually. We have heal. We have choose your battles. We have feeling alone. We have moving on. We have coming together, which is the Two of Cups. Then we have a man holding a coin. We have expression. You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. And then your message here is physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. Okay, so group number 1, kind of what I'm getting right off the bat, I feel like there's a situation that you're probably healing from, or that maybe you're needing to heal from. I feel like there could be this could even be something from like childhood or something, like abandonment wounds, people always leaving you, or kind of like deceptive energy. This could have even just been a past relationship that just, I don't know if it didn't work out. I feel like it really kind of like hurt an aspect, and it kind of probably shut you down a little bit more than other relationships have. So this could be something from like really far in the past that you just haven't been able to really find love like since. I am getting that like you've probably been in relationships or situations where with the choose your battles and the feeling alone, this is the seven of swords and the 5 of pentacles. So you definitely could have been in relationships here where people kind of like deceive you, ghost you, you know, they're kind of like non-committal, essentially, is like the easiest way to put it. These people possibly have like kind of come in to get what they want, and then like don't ever really leave you with anything, right? These people are probably emotionally distant, and for some of you, you could be emotionally distant. You may have a hard time emotionally connecting to people. I do feel like you are healing this aspect of yourself, and if you're not, then it's definitely something that you need to work on in order to be able to come together with someone, because I see that with the heal and the coming together. Healing your heart. I feel like there could be a person here with the man holding a coin, or this could be the past person. But I almost feel like you almost have to express yourself and how you really feel. I feel like you really want a relationship. You've really been looking for that. But I feel like there's an element of deception in the past, which has now kind of like left you probably a little bit guarded. You know, I think that sometimes too, like inner child, like these are all like emotions and heart, right? All the green. You know, the Eight of Cups can, especially in a relationship reading, be like emotionally distant. Somebody who's emotionally distant. So that could definitely, like I said, be you guys. And I feel like if it is you, you might not necessarily like realize it. You might not like to like say that about yourself, but I feel like it's just because you have inner child wounds. You're always maybe afraid of what people might think if you say something, or like, you know, it's not the right time to say that. I don't want to say it at the wrong time. Like you're always trying to, it's almost like a little bit of like a people pleaser, or like somebody who's very empathic who like wants other people to, you know, like them, essentially. There is a little bit of like codependency in that sense, or like you've always probably been in unbalanced relationships where you are the one who's overgiving and they are the ones who are always taking. But I feel like now is the time, especially if you've done healing work, now's the time for you to express what it is that you really want, whether that's to the universe or to a person if you're dealing with somebody. So we'll see if anybody comes up in the tarot. I do feel like with this physical touch card, this is like the yearning that you have for a relationship, or the yearning that you know, you want somebody in your life, right? And I feel like relationships mean a lot to you. Like I feel like you really have been looking for that right relationship, but for some reason you haven't been able to find them. And again, I think it's like a little bit of like wounding. Some of you, it could be like even childhood like upbringings, like depending on kind of what you've been through, you know, from a household perspective, because everyone's a little bit different on how that affects them. But there definitely could be even some like, you know, you grew up seeing relationships a certain way, or whatever, right? But there's definitely some sort of like wounding here that I feel is needing to be healed. And some of you are already kind of on that trajectory. Most of you probably are. And some of you haven't yet taken that step. And I feel like if you're wondering if there's an aspect of yourself that maybe you need to kind of like look at, I would definitely even just look at inner child stuff. You could look at like inner child healing. There's books, there's like meditations, there's all this kind of stuff, right? So just kind of like start to peruse some stuff online that might kind of be helpful for you. But inner child stuff is always really good because I find it like opens us up. So let's kind of see what the tarot has. I also see with this man holding a coin, it's like people just didn't emotionally invest in you, is what I'm getting. Possibly always like worried about themselves, or they like, you know, they're too busy with their career or their money or like whatever, right? Like whatever it is they had going on. All right, what does group 1 need to know for what is next in love, Spirit? What is next in love? We have the Lovers. I thought it was the Devil card, and I was like, oh no. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you definitely could be dealing with an earth sign, maybe a Gemini. What else is going on in love, or what's next in love for group number 1? There's that Seven of Swords again. Some of you have lost trust in people. Like, so if you meet people, there's always like a trust factor that is challenging for you, whether they've done anything or not. Some of you may have someone in your current life who you don't trust. Can I get one more here for group number 1 and what's next in love for them, Spirit? One more card, thank you. And the Moon. Yeah, there's like fear, trust issues. We have the Seven of Wands here. So some of you are still resistant. It's like you're not quite ready. I do see you like nurturing yourself, really trying to get yourself in a healthy space here. And again, I feel like there's possibly a relationship or an upbringing that you've seen or that you've been a part of that has affected you on a relationship level, or like, you know, from, I feel like some of you, it could even come from like your mother or something as well with that Queen of Pentacles. But for a lot of you, I do see you healing yourself. You're nurturing yourself. You're looking after yourself in order to, you know, kind of heal certain aspects within yourself. So a lot of you are doing the work. You've made the choice. Some of you have left this like cycle you've been in, if you've been involved with people who are a little bit more, you know, kind of non-committal and have kind of like wounded you in some aspect. You definitely have been, you've made the choice to move on here as well, is what I'm seeing. Again, there's like this trust factor. It's interesting because the Seven of Swords, with the Seven of Swords, the man holding coin and Seven of Swords. There's either a specific person you don't trust, or there is someone from the past that has affected your ability to trust people. And I feel like emotionally, you probably keep your emotions hidden a lot. And I feel like you need to kind of start expressing your emotions. It's like, and that could be what the Seven of Swords is too, is like you holding back your emotions. But I do see resistance here. And for some of you, it's to move into something new. We have the Seven of Wands, the Fool, and Justice. So some of you could definitely be resistance to move into a new direction or move into a new commitment. You could almost kind of get cold feet for some of you as well. What's this Seven of Swords here for group number 1 for what's next in love? What is this Seven of Swords here? What is this Seven of Swords? Five of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you always have this fear that people are going to leave you. You don't trust that people are going to stay. There's definitely an abandonment wound here. We have Temperance. There definitely could be a person from your past. Maybe they come back in, and I don't know if you trust this person, which I think is the biggest thing. And could be the breaking point within this connection too, like especially if they're coming back in. Yeah, we have the Hanged one here. So things have definitely been at a stalemate in your love life, I feel, and possibly with this past person. You probably haven't been talking to this person. Clarify the Moon here for group number 1. We have Justice. Give me one more here. Yeah, I feel like you hold back. You need to express how you feel in order for you to feel like things have been set right so that you can get what you want. Things can be balanced. They can be fair. We have Judgment. This is a big deal for you, this expressing your emotions. We have the Nine of Swords. A lot of you keep it stuck inside of you. And it's almost like leveling the playing field is kind of the word I'm getting with the Justice and the Judgment card. It's like needing to set things right, keep things balanced for yourself. I feel like emotionally you probably just like suppress things and kind of like decide not to express them, or you have done that in the past. I feel like now you're being called to kind of like let things be equal, right? If you decide to share how you feel and this person decides to like end things, then that's on them, right? Like at least then you know, and you don't waste your time in a relationship or in a situation. But I do feel like there's like a fear of like expressing. Some of you, again, it's like a fear of things ending. Like you feel like maybe you have fears that you won't find a relationship, like that things are always going to end, or again, there's like that abandonment wound type of a situation. What's the Lovers here for group number 1? With the Six of Pentacles. You're definitely wanting something more balanced and like practical, in the sense of some of you may have a couple options coming in a little while. With the whenever that kind of is with the Wheel of Fortune, that could be like literally whenever. So it could be over the summer. Maybe even like the rest of the year. I feel like others, you have had options too, but you've kind of resisted them. You've definitely made the decision to cut them off. But again, there's like this emotional distance that I'm getting a little bit. I feel like sometimes you're really open and you think you want relationships, and then other times you're like, nah. I don't know if I could do this right now. And we have the Page of Swords. So there are people who have their eye on you, and I feel like you have your eye on other people. But again, there's like this fear and this resistance towards connection. So I feel like, and a lot of times when our inner child is wounded, like definitely abandonment wounds are like inner child stuff. And with the inner child, a lot of times it can make us emotionally distant. It kind of closes off our heart. So I do feel like there's actually a need for you to heal your heart chakra here. And I feel like, honestly, with the third eye chakra that you picked, I feel like you probably know this. And you know that there's some healing work that you need to do on a personal level in order to improve your love life. Probably not the message you were hoping for. I feel like the only energy that seems to be coming through, like I think you have options, but specifically when it comes to like a specific energy, I'm only getting this deceptive ghosting. Like we have the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords twice. So there's a significant situation that has affected you guys in love. And I feel like either you're dealing with that person currently or you have dealt with that person and that's what's kept you stuck. That's what makes any sense. So we are going to grab some How to Love Yourself cards. I'm going to do this for each group. I figured they were fitting. A lot of times, again, there's healing work that we need to do. It's not always the other person. So I figured this would be good. So let's see. What does group number 1 need to know? All right. We have I use my words and my thoughts as tools to shape my future. It just made me think of like expressing yourself. It says, life is very simple. I create my experiences by thinking and feeling patterns. What I believe about myself and about life becomes true for me. So this is like what your intentions are. If you're always assuming that people are going to leave, people are going to deceive you, people aren't here to stay, you know, and you're always trying to get them to stay in fear that they're going to leave, you're going to attract more of that. So this kind of goes on the hand of like manifestation and, you know, kind of how your thoughts create your reality, right? And then we have, I am safe and secure in my world. I choose to believe that everyone is always helpful. Therefore, wherever I go in life, people are there to help me. Again, more kind of like abandonment wound type stuff. I want to grab just one more. I'm just going to pick it from the deck here. I'm surrounded and filled with infinite wisdom. I am one with the very power that created me. This power loves all its creations, including me. So you're loved. You do have support by the divine. I feel like they almost want you to heal this first before you move into anything else, which if you don't have any options, that could be why. But I do see options coming in here for you guys. But really look after yourself, really nurture yourself is really what they want you to do here. So that is what I have for you, group number 1. Hopefully that resonated for you guys. Hopefully it was helpful. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Hi, group number 2. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose the heart chakra crystal here. And I pre-pulled some oracle cards already as well. I did that before. I just had the one card on display. So let's kind of see where we go for you guys. This is going to be for what is coming up in love for you. What's next in love? So we have spiritual awakening. Interesting. We have sacral chakra. We have rest and reconsider. All right. We have happy family. A man holding a heart. 4th chakra, which is the heart chakra actually. So you got heart and heart. And we have patience. You are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. And we have forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. Okay, so group number 2. You've definitely been healing. I feel like there could be a person definitely either in your energy or coming up in your energy. You've been waiting for this a connection that has been that's going to be what you want it to be. A lot of you are looking for your 10 of Cups relationship. I do feel like you've healed from the past. With the spiritual awakening card, I feel like you've already had this spiritual awakening. We do have a lot of chakra cards here as well. So I feel like some of you have definitely been doing some like energy work of some sort, or like just really working on your overall like mood and like that sort of thing. So I feel like and with the rest and reconsider and forgiveness, I do feel like you guys have done some sort of work when it comes to relationships. You've I feel like you're in this feminine energy of like really being receptive with the sacral chakra and patience. The sacral chakra is actually like Empress energy. It's fertility, it's growth, it's expansion, it's creativity. And again, it's feminine energy. And I feel like you're very open to love at this point. And I think you're like not really trying to push it. You're just kind of like letting this come to you. Yeah, with this man holding heart, there definitely could be a person here for some of you. Or you're just open, like maybe you're ready. So I feel like I feel like you guys are in a really good, like happy, open space. Like I feel like your heart is very open. Your heart is very, your heart's ready to like connect with somebody, is what I'm feeling. But I feel like, I don't know, they might not yet be here. I feel like you're like right at the end of this healing process. And I feel like this person's possibly not quite here yet right now. But I feel like they're coming. Let's see what the tarot has to say. I feel like that was pretty straightforward. Yeah, some of you have had like help. You've either been like seeing somebody for like kind of healing from this, whoever that could be, like, energy stuff, could be a reader, could be therapy, could be like whatever, right? I feel like you've been having some assistance in some aspect to heal here. So what does group 2 need to know when it comes to love, Spirit? What does group 2 need to know when it comes to love? What does group 2 need to know about what's next in love? We have the World. Like I said, I feel like you're completing a big cycle here. Especially with that 9 of Wands. Like I feel like you've probably been in this for a while. And like now you're reevaluating, because it's like, okay, well, what's next, right? Yeah, we have the Knight of Swords. Oops. The King of Swords. So you could have an air sign coming towards you, or you maybe have air in your chart. And then can I get one more? Thank you. And the Page of Swords. Other than the Queen of Swords, you got the whole family here. We have the Hermit. So some of you have really been on your own for a while. I feel like you could have somebody here who's kind of got their eye on you. Maybe you have your eye on somebody else, but I feel like you are ready to move forward. With the Knight of Swords here, it's like you're ready. It's almost like an impulsive energy of like wanting to, you're like, come on, where is it, right? There is a need for you to kind of like sit and be patient. Like if I go from like the Knight of Swords here to the King of Swords, it's like the Knight of Swords is like, yeah, let's go. And the King of Swords is like sitting on his throne, just like waiting, right? Waiting for the opportunity to show up. So there is a little bit of like patience that's needed. I kind of get like a little bit of a back and forth energy where it's like you might feel really ready at one point, and then you're like, no, maybe I'll take a step back. And then it's like, oh, I really want this. Oh, maybe I'll take a step back. But you are closing out a big cycle here, and you've really been kind of like going within, figuring out what it is that you want and where it is that you want to go when it comes to love. So I feel like you've been doing a lot of kind of investigating in your personal life of like, yeah, like what makes you happy? Hermit, Two of Wands, Nine of Cups. What makes you happy? And being happy on your own. I feel like there's a lot of like healing that you've done on your own that has made you happy on a personal level, which is allowing you, when you're happy on your own, you can actually give and receive love equally. There's not that imbalance, you know? So let's see. Let's clarify this. The Lovers and the High Priestess just came out. So I feel like, I do feel like there's a connection here. I don't think you know about it. Yeah, we have the moon. There could be something about the moon as well, like maybe like moon cycles or something like that. Maybe in Cancer season, or like we have Cancer, Pisces, Gemini here. When I'm recording this, we're going into Cancer season. So for some of you, that could be if you're watching this when it comes up, that could be it. Yeah, we have the Two of Cups here. Some of you haven't met the person you're going to be with. Clarify this King of Swords. Clarify this King of Swords. Also, there's a need for you to listen to your intuition when it comes to connections and relationships. Like really pay attention to how the connections make you feel. Yeah, the King of Swords is clarified by the Ten of Wands. I feel like you guys, like you almost have to like stop holding on to like the expectation of like finding a relationship, like kind of remove that, kind of become detached from it in a way, you know? Because I feel like you guys really want a relationship. Yeah, we have the Empress, which I mentioned the Empress here with the sacral chakra. So it's almost like you're putting too much work in, is what I'm getting. You've been working too hard because when you're in the Empress energy, you don't really have to do anything. She just attracts things to her. So some of you definitely could be almost like working too hard. Like I said, you got to like sit down and rest. Be patient. What's this Knight of Swords here? The Ten of Swords, the Five of Wands. A lot of you are ready. Yeah, you're ready to move on from this cycle. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Your money looks really good. I feel like you guys are really stable in your life. And I feel like you've definitely cut something off from the past, or people from the past who like have been a burden to you. And now you're kind of in this like Empress energy. I feel like people are starting to see this as well. What's this Page of Swords here? Chariot and the Four of Wands. So, and the Fool. I feel like there's going to be somebody who you get a message from that could lead to commitment here with the Chariot and the Four of Wands. I do feel like for a lot of you, it's a new person. I don't think you've met this person. If you do know them, you haven't been in a relationship with them. You haven't had that type of a relationship with them, with the Page of Swords, the Chariot, the Four of Wands, the Fool. Like some of you definitely, this is like a new relationship. You've done a lot of healing though, and which is allowing you to move to this new, healing of your heart in order to move in this new direction here. I feel like, yeah, do they know this person, Spirit? The Five of Cups, the King of Wands. Do they know this person? Ace of Cups. I feel like there's somebody who wants to apologize to you. We have the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel like there's somebody who wants to apologize to you here and maybe offer you new love, but I also feel like there's somebody else. I don't know if you're necessarily going to want this offer. I feel like a lot of you want something new. Is there new love for group 2, Spirit, for what's next in love for them? Do they have new love? Four of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Page of Wands. There's somebody here who I feel is holding on to you. They could be trying to like, I feel like there's a person trying to come back around. Ten of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. Somebody wants to work on like a relationship. So I don't know if you want the past back. Others of you are very determined to achieve new love. You're really trying to move towards that. For those of them who want new love, what can I tell them for new love? For those of them who want new love, what can I tell them? We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So there will be someone, but I feel like they're a little bit distant still. And again, I feel like there's still like an ending that needs to happen. So or a transformation. So maybe you're still going through the healing process, and it's gonna, until you do that, it's like this new person, it might take a little while for them to come in. But with the Knight of Pentacles, they are somebody who could like last, in the sense of like, there's somebody who can like go the distance with you. There is like either a past relationship or a past situation or a past person here for a lot of you that wants like kind of almost like a reconciliation. Give me one on this King of Wands. Clarify this King of Wands. This could be even the person who's got their eye on you. Clarify this King of Wands here. For group 2 in love. Queen of Cups, Four of Swords, the Star. This is the person you've been healing from, or the situation you've been trying to heal from. But this person's been like waiting for you to come back, or maybe you've been waiting for them, even for some of you. But you've definitely been waiting for a commitment. A lot of you are wanting a commitment. I don't know if this person gave that to you in the past. That could be, we have the Nine of Wands twice here. We have the Nine of Wands here and up here. So it's like, and this one says rest and reconsider. So some of you are like, this person may come in and you're going to have to like think about whether this is something that you want or not. I feel like for some of you that could be an easier decision than others, because I know some people are very adamant that they do not want people back. But I do feel like there could be a conversation here between you and another person for sure. So let's see what your affirmation cards are. Group number 2. I have abundance in all areas of my life, which I did see that. I claim abundance for myself right here and right now. I deserve to be prosperous. I deserve my good. So having abundance, some of you are focused on that, or maybe need to be focusing on like self-abundance, right? Like not so much like in a relationship. And then we have each person is part of the harmonious whole. With joy, I recognize my perfection and the perfection of life. So I feel like there's an element too of like realizing that even this past person has some sort of role in your love life, right? They've taught you something, whatever. And I feel like just recognizing how good of a job you've done, because I feel like a lot of you have done a really good job when it comes to your healing process. And we have, I am my own unique self. Everyone is unique and different. If we are like other people, then we are not expressing our specialness. So owning who you really are and not trying to be other people, not comparing yourself to other people as well, is going to be key. Some of you maybe have done that in the past, but I feel like now you're starting to step out of that. And I do feel like there is somebody who is on their way. New love might be a little bit down the line, because I feel like there's a cycle here that you're still kind of like in the midst of closing out with a past person. But just stay in this Empress energy. Just stay in this, like, in your power. Don't let this person, kind of take you down from that. So that is what I have for you, group 2. Hopefully that resonates for you guys. Let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hi, group number 3. Welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose the root chakra crystal, this red, deep red one. So if you chose this pile, this is going to be your reading for what is next in love. I did pre-pull oracle cards already as well. So we have the oracle cards already, and then we will get into the tarot. So let's kind of see what is coming up for you, group 3 in love. We have universal light, This is the sacral chakra. We have Share the Love, which is the Three of Cups. We have Well-Deserved Reward, Nine of Pentacles. We have Nurture, the Empress. You guys got a lot of cards. I forgot about this. We have Take the Lead. Which is, I believe, the Three of Wands. We have Change Your Focus, Five of Cups. We have Darkest Fears, Nine of Swords. We have Deceit, which to me is always the Seven of Swords. We have The Thinking Woman. And we have Respect. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. And then we have Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have fundamental need to take a break. So some of you have been on a break from love, is what I want to kind of say. I do feel like a lot of you have gone through some sort of like, you know, situation. We have the Five of Cups, we have the Nine of Swords here. So it's like a situation that you either were not happy with, or there's like some sort of like regret when it comes to love or unhappiness. And I feel like you've maybe, I feel like it's something from the past that's kind of created this like fear. Some of you might not trust people anymore. Like there could be some trust issues. I feel like you're very independent. We have the Nine of Pentacles up here. We have the Empress. Money looks really good. I almost feel like you're now like you're waiting for your person, you know, you're waiting for that relationship to kind of come in here. And I feel like you've probably been a little bit in like maybe even hermit mode for a little while. We have two nines here, lots of threes as well. So for some of you, 3 and 9 are significant, or 3, 3, 3. You might be seeing that a lot. But I feel like a lot of you, there could be somebody who's thinking about you, or you're thinking about just even love a lot. Like I feel like you could be really, oh, sorry. I just woke up. So apparently I'm still tired. With this, and it's funny because I'm talking about this rest and relaxation card, but it's like you could be just thinking a lot about your past relationships, past situations that I feel like, you know, have kind of created barriers, I think, for you. I feel like you have overcome a lot. I feel like you're in a happier place now. I feel like you're in a very abundant place when it comes to your personal life. I feel like you can really look after yourself. You can look after others, or you've been looking after others, and now it's like you're waiting for this relationship to kind of come in. But there could still be some like lingering trust issues or lingering fears that are still kind of in your energy here. So let's kind of see what's going on. I feel like you're aware of that though, which is interesting. I feel like you are aware of that. Okay, so let's see. What does group 3 need to know? It's interesting too because you're group 3. So maybe there's something about threes for you guys. Group 3 in love spirit. What does group 3 need to know about what's next in love? Group 3 for what's next in love. What do they need to know? What's next in love? We have the Ace of Swords. So there definitely could be communication. I think there's clarity coming through for you, especially if you've been going through a period where it's like you're kind of stuck in your head. I feel like you're getting more clear on even the past too, right? What's next in love for group 3? Knight of Cups. We have the Four of Pentacles. Gonna get one more for what's next in love for group 3. Thank you. 8 of Swords. Okay. There is still some resistance. We have the Devil at the bottom. So I don't know if it's this specific person that you're resistant to. There is a little bit of like, again, like this trust issue where it's like you almost feel like this person who's coming forward, it's like they're saying and doing all the right things, but do they mean it? Is kind of what I'm getting. And so I feel like for a lot of you, there can still be something that's holding you back here about moving forward. You're waiting for something, but it's almost like, I just heard waiting in vain. It's almost like you're choosing to stay stuck. For some of you, you're choosing to kind of stay closed off. Now, I don't know if this is a person that you've already been dealing with, and maybe that's why you're still closed off to this person. I think there's some communication or clarity, though. Let's see. What's this Knight of Cups here for group number 3? Clarify this Knight of Cups for group 3 for what's next in love. Oh boy. So we have the Two of Cups at the bottom. So we have the Two of Wands and the Ace of Wands that fell out together. And then we have the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. You guys could very well be focusing on your work. So I do see abundance here. And again, I see you really like being very attractive, standing in your power. So it kind of like matches this energy up here. But there's like a choice almost that needs to be made of like how to move forward in something. And again, I feel like there's an offer here on the table of some sort, but some of you could be worried that it's all passion. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a commitment here for you guys. Three of Pentacles, Lovers, the Hierophant, Chariot, the Sun, and the Two of Cups. Some of you, if this is new, this is a really good connection. Some of you, this is new because we do have the Ace of Wands, we have the Ace of Swords. What's this Ace of Swords about for group 3? Clarify this Ace of Swords for group 3. What's this Ace of Swords about, group 3? Six of Swords. Yeah, you know you need to move forward. Some of you, this is about you opening up to love. That's what some of you this is about. Because you've been resistant, and I feel like now you're starting to see that. There is this like element of still being kind of closed off here, though. It's like you're thinking too much. You're overthinking. What's this Four of Pentacles? Oh boy. Six of Pentacles. Some of you just aren't willing to overgive to situations anymore, because I feel like maybe that could have been like your kind of your thing. Like you were the overgiver in relationships. Now you're in this place of like waiting. Give me one more here with this Four of Pentacles for group 3. Death. Yeah, you're done over giving to people who have only disappointed you in the past. Because you've had relationships fall apart, ones that felt really good. And so you're not willing to like overextend yourself when it comes to relationships going forward, which is a good thing, because I feel like in a way it's like a boundary. But for some of you, it's like too strong of a boundary. This is an element that I feel for a lot of you, you've just been trying to change. Like you could be very much like you give a lot to people. I feel like you've started to give back to yourself. But it's almost like you have a fear that people are just going to take and take and take. What's this Eight of Swords here? We have the Knight of Wands. Clarify this Eight of Swords. And the Four of Swords. Five of Pentacles. I almost feel like there's a need to like not rush. Like take a step back if you need to. You also may have somebody coming in. I keep getting this. Somebody who could be coming in who's like you haven't been talking to, that you don't really, they almost like make you close up. Yeah, Eight of Wands. We have communication for sure coming in. Could be from a fire sign or a Libra, Scorpio. Um, is this a past person? Like what? Who is this Knight of Wands? Who is the Fool? Somebody who like wants a new beginning with you. This could be somebody new for some of you. They could remind you maybe of the past, or you just don't trust. I feel like they come in with like very flirty, fun energy, and you're like, I don't know. Some of you have already made the choice to walk away from this person. If this is somebody from the past, you could have blocked them. Does group 3 have love? Like, what's going on here? Yeah, we have the Lovers. Does group 3 have love coming in? Like, what's going on here? We have the Judgment. So there's a choice here. Queen of Swords. Queen of Cups. There's a choice of whether you're going to open up your heart. This might take a bit of, it might be a bit of a process. So if there's a person here that comes into your life, I feel like, you know, communicating that maybe you need to take things slow. Even if it's a past person, maybe it's like taking things slow so you can earn they can earn your trust back. Because I feel like a lot of you have been kind of a little bit cold, closed off, but it's to protect yourself. So I think your question to ask yourself is, are you willing to open up? Are you willing to open up to love? I think you're thinking about it. But I also feel like there's a trust issue here, a trust factor. So again, I don't know if this comes up because it's a past person. Is this a past person, Spirit? You're not really telling me. I think it's not telling me because for everyone it's different. We have the 7 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Pentacles. A lot of you have been busy with work. And again, I feel like you've been resisting love for a while. You've probably been single for a little while. There's definitely there's somebody here from your past who's non-committal, not available, and has been a little toxic. I feel like there's been this person, they could have earth in their chart or air, but I feel like they could be coming back around slowly. This is somebody who you have a strong connection with. But I also feel like this is the person who made you close off. It's also the person who made you close off. So I feel like it might take a little while for you guys to kind of like get back out there. But I feel like it will happen. And I feel like there are options or people coming in. I can't. Some of you, one of them is new. I feel like a lot of you have figured out you need to move on. But some of you it's new, some of you it's old, some of you it's both. And so you have to make a decision here. Some of you have multiple options. And it's like, who are you going to give your love to? Who are you going to open up to? Who are you going to share your love with? Because it needs to be somebody who deserves your love, not just like, you know, not just somebody who's going to take it and like run away. So I feel like you're going to have options. There's a few cards here talking about options. So we have, I love myself totally in the now. And on the back it says, healing means to make whole and accept all parts of myself, not just the parts I like, but all of me. So some of you maybe need to do like some shadow work. But I feel like maybe some of you have already been doing shadow work. We also have, I choose a bright future now. The moment I start to change, the moment I'm willing to bring good into my life, the universe responds in kind. Again, a lot of you are moving, like choosing to move forward. You're choosing yourself. Yeah, we have I am good enough. There's no need to struggle to be better. All I need to do is love myself more today than yesterday and treat myself as someone who is deeply loved. So I feel too, for some of you, with this past person or this past situation, this person made you feel like you were less than. And I feel like you, with the 9 of Pentacles and the Empress up here, you've definitely gained your confidence back. You definitely know your worth now. And I feel like you need to remember that, especially if a past person comes in, you need to remember your worth. Don't let anyone sway you from that. Remember all the work you've done and remember that you're good enough to get the type of relationship that you want. So, and some of you, this is like a respect thing when it comes to like someone respecting your boundaries or your decisions or whatever that is, right? Like this person very much could have like undermined you. So yeah, I see options. I see not specifically new love, but for some of you, there definitely could be a person. I think it's just whether you're going to open up to them or not. So that is what I have for you, group 3. Hopefully that's helpful for you guys. Let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all your love and support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.